Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Nigel here with Adidas.com. Welcome to my channel where we talk all about sneakers. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of the most comfortable shoes for men in 2019. Even though 2019 is mostly coming to an end, these shoes are still relatively updated and they still definitely make the cut as one of the most comfortable shoes for men in 2019. Instead of bringing the shoes out and showing you the features and all things like that, I'll also be going into my computer and showing you where exactly you can get them so that you fulfill the most important thing you came to today, which is to know where you can get them at the best possible deal. So without further ado, let's dive right into today's video. Alright, hey everyone, so now we are at my computer screen, and as usual, before we begin, I'd just like to show you guys where you can find a written version of today's video so that for those of you who prefer a written version, you guys can get all the list of resources right here. So all you have to do is click on blog at honorsource.com. You have to go to page 2 because this particular written article was done a few months back. And you can find it under page 2, most comfortable shoes for men in 2019, the top 3. So if you click on it, basically the list of resources, the sizing guide, all the shoes mentioned, their style, the cost, everything will be right here for you to check out. So for those of you who like to check out a written version, here's where you can find it. So now that we've covered that, we'll move on to the actual content for today, which is the top 3 most comfortable shoes for men in 2019. I'll also be throwing in an additional bonus shoe at the end because a few months have passed since I've done up this written version, and because this video is an updated one, I also like to share some of the latest sneakers that I've tried out. So the first shoe that I'd like to share with you guys would be the Nike Epic React Flyknit 2. So personally, I've tried out both the Flyknit 1 and Flyknit 2 because these actually are released in both editions. And I find that there's really not much difference between the two, so this particular review will basically cover the performance and comfort of both sneakers. So as you can see here, the important aspect and feature to take note of the Nike Epic React will actually be the React midsole, the area that I'm going across now, as well as the Flyknit upper. So these two features are actually what makes the Nike Epic React Flyknit comfortable. And first of all, the React midsole is really soft, so it gives really good cushioning on your soles. So as you're walking on this, running in this, it actually feels really soft to your soles, and this actually is what adds to the comfort of this shoe. Second point to take note would be the breathability of this sneaker contributed by the Flyknit upper. So this Flyknit is one of Nike's signature technology, and we all know that Flyknit is actually a really incredible technology because not only is it really breathable, so it gives a really good airflow when you wear them. Another point to note is that it's really stretchy as well, so you can wiggle your feet in there. Even if you get a size that is slightly snugger, you actually feel really comfortable because you can actually wiggle your feet around because of how stretchy the Flyknit upper is. Generally, I would say the Nike Epic React Flyknit is a comfortable shoe because when you put them in, there's really good support from your soles, there's really good stretch at your toes, so all this adds up to provide really good comfort. So in terms of style-wise, this shoe is actually one of the sneakers that even though it's designed as a running shoe, but you can actually wear them for lifestyle as well. And the reason is because the colors that they offer, as you can see, the different colors that they offer actually leans more towards lifestyle. And so beyond wearing these just for running or for walking purposes, you can also use them for lifestyle uses. These shoes are really versatile for you to use it for all kinds of purposes. These shoes are also more on the bulky end because of how the midsole, React midsole, is really thick, and this contributes to the support and the comfort of the shoe, but aesthetics wise, it does make it look on the bulky end, which some of you may not like. So depending on your preference, just to note that it does look a little bulky on feet. So sizing wise, these particular shoes run true to size. I'll recommend you sticking to a true size because when I put these on, it actually runs really close to size. So if you have wide feet, you might have to go half size up to get a comfortable fit on this. So in terms of cost, this actually retail for $150, but as you can see on the main Nike site I'm looking at, it's already $94.97, which is a really good deal in my opinion because for the comfort and the level of performance that these shoes offers, $94 is really a steal for these sneakers. Other places you can check out to buy these shoes is Amazon. I would really not recommend Amazon at the moment because their prices really fluctuate, and at the moment as you see it's 155 compared to the Nike official site which is 94, so obviously you wouldn't want to be paying more for these shoes. Other places you can check out would be Ant Clothing. Ant Clothing has these at pretty good deals, $79.99, which $79 is actually even better than the Nike official site, but the problem with Ant Clothing is that there is limited colorways for you to choose from, only these two colorways for you to choose from. So depending on what you like, check out all these sites that I'm showing you guys and just pick the right one for you. You don't have to worry about visiting them now as well because I'll be leaving all those in the description below. So if you'd like to check out, you can also click the link in the description. So moving on to the next pair of shoes, it's the one I want to talk about is the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo. So the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo actually comes in a few editions. We have the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo 35. We have the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo 2. We have the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo 1. So because of all these differences, I've tried out the Pegasus 35 and I tried out the Turbo 2, and personally I don't find that there's much difference in terms of performance for them because the technology used is exactly the same. Only difference would be its appearance wise. One is bulkier looking, one is sleeker looking. So you can go and check out more pictures of it and see which one you like more, but all I can say is that in terms of performance, comfort level, is definitely roughly the same. So I'm here at the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo 35. So this particular shoe, the technology that is special about this is that it actually has both Zoomx foam and React foam in the midsole. So if you look closely, there is Zoomx foam and there is React foam. And what this actually does, right, is that it gives a best of both worlds. So for the React foam, it actually provides stability, while the Zoomx foam, being one of the softest foam and most responsive foam in the market right now, gives the cushioning and the support needed for your soles. So these two actually comes together and complements each other very well, and the result is that it actually gives a really soft feeling midsole, even better than the Nike Epic React. I personally think that in terms of comfort, these shoes are definitely better than the Nike Epic React, and when you wear them, it really feels really soft, it really feels really comfortable because there's really good cushioning along your soles, and also not to mention along your ankles as well. The cushioning along the sneaker collar really hugs your ankles really well to give a really comfortable fit. One thing to note about the Zoom Pegasus Turbo is that for the upper, it's not made of Flyknit but instead mesh. So compared to the Epic React, which is made of Flyknit, it's definitely less stretchy, definitely less breathable. Although this doesn't really affect me much because I personally think that breathability wise and the stretch cannot compare to the support from the midsole. So personally, I find that that's the more important aspect for me. And when I put this on, I can truly feel that the Zoom Pegasus Turbo are more comfortable than the Epic React. So of course, when you get a better quality shoe, the price is higher. Retail price is $30 higher at $180. And as you can see on the Nike official site, it's only 161.97 cents. So the discount is not much. So here are some other places you can check them out. Amazon discounts also not much. The main place that I would recommend you checking out is actually Ant Clothing. So the colorways are actually limited, but as you can see, it's only 99 USD, which makes it really worthwhile. So 99 USD is actually comparable to the Epic React, but at the same time, you get a better shoe in terms of the comfort level. So in my opinion, this is a more worthy buy. So if you'd like to check it out, I'll recommend the Ant Clothing site itself. So sizing wise, these actually run true to size, and they are actually really close to the Epic React because of the sleek looking shape of these shoes. They actually run really narrow, so you will definitely have to go through to size. And if you are someone with slightly wider feet, I really recommend going half to one size up because these shoes are really narrow. So those of you with wide feet, if you get the true to size, you might feel some discomfort along your toes area. Last but not least, the last shoe on this top 3 most comfortable shoes for men list is the Adidas Ultra Boost 19. So the Adidas Ultra Boost 19 was released end of 2018, if I'm not wrong, and this particular shoe has really gained some popularity in terms of its comfort. So as you all know, Ultra Boost has a long history. Okay, not really long history, but all the while they has been releasing many different variations such as the Ultra Boost 4.0, 3.0, Uncaged, Laceless, and so on. And this particular Ultra Boost 19 is the first one that they really did a performance upgrade in terms of the heel cage, in terms of the enhanced boost, in terms of the prime mid. So in terms of comfort, I can definitely say that these are the most comfortable shoes that I've worn. They are the most comfortable shoes in the market at the moment. That's my personal opinion. And what I like about the Adidas Ultra Boost is the boost midsole as well as the prime knit upper. So the prime knit upper is really stretchy. I would say that it's even better than the Flyknit. So it gives a really stretchy feel along your toes. You can wiggle around. There's a really unrestricted sensation which makes it feel really good. And another thing is the boost midsole. So previously the boost midsole gives really good support already, but now there is this enhanced boost said to be 20% more at the rear. So what this means is that the elevation provided at the rear now gives you even better cushioning and even better support along your soles. So this is definitely one of the pair of shoes that I would recommend you getting if you are working or when you're wearing shoes, you need to wear them for long periods of time standing up. These shoes will really ease the pressure on your soles a lot because of the massive cushioning along the midsole. So these shoes retail at a price of 180 USD. As you can see, there are different discounts on the Adidas official site. So here's the Adidas official site itself is a really good place to get these sneakers because of how cheap the prices are right now. Other places you can check out would be Amazon. So the particular pair that I showed earlier was Ultra Boost 19. You can also check out other variations such as the Adidas Ultra Boost 4.0, the Adidas Ultra Boost 3.0, and so on. I would definitely say that the Ultra Boost 19 is more comfortable as compared to the previous editions, but the previous editions are definitely not bad either. They are definitely one of the most comfortable shoes that I've tried on. So if you're comparing the both, definitely Adidas 19 will win, but the Ultra Boost 3.0, 4.0 uncaged, they are still really decent, comfortable shoes. Other places I could get them on is Ant Clothing. As you can see, 119, 115, 115, 125, S&L version 125. So depending on the colorway that you choose and also the sizing, the prices will really differ. But the main two places I would recommend getting would be the Adidas official site for Ultra Boost 19 and Ant Clothing because the prices are really attractive right there. For sizing wise, the Ultra Boost series generally runs true to size. So 3.0, 4.0, uncaged, laceless, and the 19 edition all run true to size. I recommend sticking to a true size. For those of you with wide feet, I recommend trying out at the store first, but generally they are quite stretchy along the toe box. So for those of you with just slightly wider feet, you may not have to go half size up. Do note that for the Ultra Boost 1.0 and the 2.0, you actually have to go half size up even for normal feet because they run slightly smaller than usual. So and that concludes the three shoes that I've talked about. Just to recap, we talk about the Nike Epic React Flyknit, we talk about the Nike Zoom Pegasus Turbo, and the Adidas Ultra Boost 19. So all these shoes are really amazing, but at the end of the day, which is the one that you should get will really depend on your personal preference. If I were to rank them in terms of comfort, I will put the Adidas Ultra Boost at the top, followed by the Zoom Pegasus Turbo, and last but not least, the Nike Epic React. So that's purely focusing on comfort level, but at the same time you need to consider their style, you consider their sizing, and also the overall look that you're trying to go for. So whichever you choose really depends on your personal preference. You guys can check out the resources I've linked in the description below and see which is the one that you like the most. And now I'd just like to talk on the last shoe, which is the bonus pair. And the bonus pair of shoes that I like to talk about is actually the one of the ones that is really getting popular these days, which is the Nike Zoomx Vaporfly Next Percent. So I just scroll down here and this is how it looks like. So this particular pair of shoes has been getting really huge attention lately because of how it's been one of the best performing marathon shoes out there right now. And so I personally don't have a pair, but I've tried out my brother's pair, and I must say, in terms of performance wise, these shoes are definitely offers really high performance, especially when you're running at faster pace. But the thing is, even for lifestyle use, they're actually really comfortable as well. And the reason is because the Zoomx foam for this particular pair of shoes is enhanced as compared to other shoes such as the previous editions of Vaporfly and also Zoom Pegasus Turbo. So in terms of this pair of shoes, it's really comfortable. The one thing I like about the Vaporfly is that at the sneaker collar, there is really good cushioning along the sneaker collar. So this area, there's really good cushioning. So when you put your feet in, your ankles are really nicely hugged by the shoe itself. So there's a lot of cushioning along the sneaker collar, along with the thick Zoomx foam, which provides really good responsiveness and really good support on your soles as well. So one thing about the Vaporfly Next Percent, which is a downside, is that these shoes are really expensive. They retail for a price of $250, which is way more than the Epic React, the Adidas Ultra Boost, and also the Zoom Pegasus Turbo. And at the end of the day, I would not recommend it unless you're really using them for performance wise, because the price is the comfort level that this offers is not justifiable for the price. I personally think that I would pay a mix of $180 for the comfort level that this offers, but $250 is really too expensive for me. If I was really going for a normal casual lifestyle shoe just for the comfort, the Adidas Ultra Boost as well as the Zoom Pegasus Turbo would be my top choice for it. So and that pretty much concludes today's video. We talk about the Nike Epic React, we talk about the Zoom Pegasus Turbo, we talk about the Adidas Ultra Boost 19, and last but not least, we also have a bonus shoe where we talk about the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. All these shoes are really amazing. Go check them out based on the resources that I've provided. I'll link it down all in the description below, and you can check it out and let me know what you think. And that pretty much concludes today's video on the top 3 most comfortable shoes for men in 2019. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, remember to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss out on a single video. Also turn on post notification so you get notified every time I upload. It's Nigel here with honorsource.com. Thanks for checking out my video, and I'll see you soon.